Hello, beautiful people. Welcome, 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 and of course, welcome. You know, I should find a singing tone. Welcome, welcome to our views on sceneone TV. Yeah, that sounds very absolute and beautiful. Anyways, guys, my name is Walter Pappy. Welcome to our views on sceneone TV, and of course, this is like the best online TV show anywhere and everywhere. You can charge me and quote me anywhere. So, well, the fact that I remain the host and you guys are tuned in, it means the best. That's what it is. Anyway, guys, how are you? How was your day? How was your weekend? I'm so like excited because my weekend was like dope, like one of the best weekend like since the month of October ended. So it looks as if November is going to be litty. Yeah, and I was going to show you guys my Halloween costume that I did over the weekend. It's quite funny, but maybe I'll show you guys on Thursday for Thursday's show, but not today. So when it's our one-on-one with our celebrity guest, I'll show you guys my Halloween costume. Then what did I do over the weekend? It was just party all the way. I have to confess, I don't know how I survived the hangover till Monday. Yes, I have a hangover. It's not on my face anymore, but don't worry, but I still feel it within me. So my weekend was dope. It was great. It was awesome. It was everything but good. And yeah, today's here with you guys, another day, and I have to be here. And something is switching up about sceneone gang, sceneone family, and sceneone the entire body itself. So we're changing phase, we're switching phase. So there's going to be a lot of like better things, greater things, and all of those things. Yeah, my day started off good. What happened? Okay, I have issues with my car. I don't know, for some reason, but Bele just wanted to come and spoil my, you know, I need to say this and maybe find time to bring a mechanic as our guest on our views. How do you switch mechanic? And when you switch mechanic, there's always another fault with your car. So today, over sometime last week, I think on Friday, I tried a new mechanic. I just complained about a little issue. My radiator was leaking somewhere, and I just gave the guy to do. Coming to work today, the radiator is not leaking, but my car is overheating. So how does that happen? So like, I can't seem to explain. So maybe sometime we'll get a mechanic as a guest to help us explain how you take your car to the mechanic and you feel one problem is solved, but instead a lot of problems is wrong with the car. So I kind of have car troubles right now. My car is just downstairs and I'm like, oh God, what do I do? Anyways, that's that. So today we are talking about something very exciting, something great, something different from, you know, we always talk about, relationship, something subtle, something soft. You know, we're always getting hard. So today we have a guest, a very beautiful woman. I must say, she's a mother of 3 kids, like, and I'm really interested in her story and what she has to say today. But anyways, let's go on a quick break. I need you guys to tell me what you did over the weekend and how your day was and all of those things. Just go to the comment section and leave all this. And I've said too much, but let's go on a break quickly. When we come back, it's our views on sceneone TV. Bye. Stay connected. Don't go nowhere.
And if you want to shoot, I get left. Auntie sister, auntie, Shari baila di patio. I won't cut every shade patio. Hey, when you go, if you try to shut us down, Nissin a rap mo. Si beat and body drop mo, make everybody share with it. I eat it oh yeah. 1, 2, 3. Get it.
Hello guys, welcome back. It's still our views on Sceneone TV. Now I'm excited to say this because Industry season 3 is in the works, so I can't wait for it, and I hope you guys are expectant because it's going to be bigger and of course better. So today I have a guest. Today we're talking about infidelity. It's funny that I'm doing this. I wish it was a girl that would do it because I'll be a little maybe impartial or something, but today we're talking about infidelity. That's forgiving infidelity if it is actually worth it. In my own stance, I think it is worth it. Yeah, it should be worth it because every guy should feel infidelity should be worth it. If you don't, at some point you must have done it, so you're begging for forgiveness. If it's not worth it, waiting you gain. All right, guys, welcome to the show. I want to introduce our guest. Her name is Mrs. Adekunle. Now, I was curious. She's the founder of Swim. It's an acronym for a very long, so I'll allow her explain. But I was really curious why the name Swim and all of those things. But anyways, now let me just do the clapping. So good to have you here.
Nice
So
to be here.
let me start with everyone that comes to this place, to my studio. They get to complain about maybe getting here. So what's your own experience like?
You know, I'm coming from Abuja,
Oh, wow.
and so you know, I just took the traffic for granted.
You never do that.
Just opposite the place, and I just thought that it was going to be in 10 minutes.
Yeah, easy breezy.
You know, but when I saw the traffic, I almost had an heart attack. So Lagos will never change.
Of course it
The
won't.
city that never sleeps.
Everyone is actually hustling, I guess, because they will ask you to what are you doing on the road?
Yeah.
Because if you want to start questioning what they're doing on the road, they'll also ask you what you're doing on the road.
It's as if dead bodies carry vehicles in Lagos, and just everyone is driving. You don't know who is real and who is dead.
I like that approach. You said they look as if dead bodies are driving, because apparently someone could bash your car and be like, can't you see? And you'll be like, so you know. But anyway, we're just joking. People are not dead. How are you? How's your trip since you said Abuja? So
Yeah, I'm around.
okay. Nice. Do you intend?
Hello people, welcome to Sceneone TV. Here is a chance to be a part of the Sceneone TV family where we have engaging content like Jennifer's Diary, Industry, and a whole lot of entertaining and educative content. To get started, simply log on to www.sceneone.tv to enjoy exciting content. And also, you can download the app on Google Play Store or on iOS Store. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channels at Sceneone TV. If you're experiencing issues or require any assistance, kindly contact our 24-hour online customer service by calling or sending a message via WhatsApp to +234 8090717512 or +234 8036 334229. Sceneone TV!
Nollywood at your fingertips. Welcome back. Sorry for that break in is it transmission or connection?
No, transmission.
I like that already. Beautiful. So this is our beautiful guest. Her name is, I already introduced her, but I want to just say, let me do the overhauling of it again. I'm sure you like that. So
yeah.
She is Mrs. Nike
Adekunle. Yeah.
Right, she's married. She's beautiful, of course. I don't have to emphasize that, but I still have to say because she's beautiful. And she has 3 kids. And she's the president and founder of Swim. What's Swim? It's an acronym actually.
Swim is sisters, wives, and mothers.
Sisters. I was looking for where something is
The
missing.
I.
There's no S.
No.
Swims. Just swim.
No, swim.
Okay, well, the I.
W-I, wife.
I like that.
You need to take para.
It's good. It's like
Smartest.
Lagos State. You know Lagos State. They do this thing of make sure they always put the A LA. You must see
Yeah.
LA. So
Yeah.
she's doing that. So and there's another one, the
relationship unfeigned.
okay, let's talk about that briefly before we go to. We actually have something very important to talk about, but I want us to establish why what you're doing. And I learned it's an NGO.
Yes, my Swim is an NGO.
Okay.
We actually we discovered that we have a lot of knowledge gaps, amongst people.
Okay.
When it comes to relationship, a lot of people make mistakes with their relationship because they don't have the right knowledge. A lot of people are ignorant, and so because of that, we try to, we are an educating body that educates people mainly about their relationships. I have an outfit that is also a consulting arm of it, but
there has to be
really
money involved somehow.
Yeah, but because we need to take it to schools, to people that don't earn yet, and to a lot of people that don't have as well, we do a lot of free things. We do a lot of free seminars in schools, in the universities, just educating people, because I believe that prevention is always better
Okay,
than.
at what point did you realize this was necessary? Because if you ask an average person, okay, let me paint this picture. If you ask me outside this box of having this show, I wouldn't have thought I needed to be educated when it comes to what made you feel like that gap.
It's from your choices. From people's choices over time, we've discovered that they don't know more, and that's why they don't do more. They don't know better, and that's why they don't do better. So you get a lot of people making errors all the time, making mistakes about who to choose, who they settle for. And because of that, we know that yes, it's because people are ignorant and they need to be trained. For your degree, probably you did communications or media or something. Whatever.
But you'll be blown away. But far from it.
Just feel good.
Yeah.
But sometimes for most of us, we got a 4-year training for whatever course that we did.
Yeah.
But for marriage, that is a lifetime. Why do we all suddenly feel that we don't need to be trained?
Okay, is marriage counseling not enough?
Marriage counseling might not be enough, and it depends on who you are getting it from. Because this is not just to blow your own trumpets, because it depends on really who is training who. Because the knowledge that the person that is training you has also is very important.
Sure.
So how competent is the person that is transferring knowledge to you? You need to ascertain that as well, because that is where the real issues are. Because most of the time we have culture and religion majorly affecting how people judge cases and relationships. So it's either they just say Quran says or the Bible says you should do this, or that's how women do in Nigeria. What do you understand?
That's how my father's fathers used to do it.
So you need something more than that. A lot of people are suffering emotionally, especially, and that is where I specialize in.
Has this been able to curb divorce and all of this, which is something that's going on the rampant?
Yeah, it's not that has it been able to cause. That is why divorce rates are on the increase. That is why divorce rates are on the increase. You hear people get married for 6 months and they're, it's okay.
I just heard a new one recently. Maybe in the course of the show I'll talk about it. And it's just crazy. And it's just sad that it happened to be a very close friend. All of a sudden she just chose to annul her marriage. And I'm like, when I heard the story, I was stunned. I was like, but anyways, we'll talk about that. That would be like a reference. But all right, guys, today we're actually talking about infidelity, if it is worth it. So if you're a guy, say aye. I'm sure you guys are saying aye. So I'm sure you guys are in the interest and you're in the notion that we feel it is worth forgiving. But let's start with this. What exactly is infidelity? What exactly is, why do we feel that there's something like that?
Infidelity amongst married people, or people in relationship. You have to be committed to a relationship before you can actually have an affair. And it's about having an affair with someone else apart from the person that you're committed to, and that you're having a secret relationship with that person that involves emotion and a sexual chemistry.
You had to just state the emotional part.
Yes. It involves emotion and a sexual chemistry, whether imagined or experienced. So
that is cheating. I don't like that part.
Yes.
I don't. Every guy is affected by what she just said now. So that's why I asked you guys. If you're a guy and you're watching, they say I, and I know a lot of you are watching. So because you said imagined, there's a huge caption on that, because imagine a lot of us do this. Honestly, even I myself. We do these things. We can't. I'm sure you guys agree. So I was going to ask you if there are types of infidelity, but in your own definition, you just said it.
You because there are so many times that people do emotional cheating. Once you are with someone and you begin to think about that person and you begin to think sexually about that person for prolonged period of time, or no matter
how long?
No matter how short a time as well, you are already in an affair. And remember that I said the structure has to be secrecy. Once you're not open about it, you can look at a girl and just be like, whoa, that baby's, that's no longer. But once there's secrecy around it, then it's an affair.
Somehow I feel affected by this, so my temperature has actually just gone up right now because I'm in this cup. All right, guys, I want us to go on a quick break. When we come back, we'll now start digressing these things more and more. Right, stay connected, don't go nowhere. If you are an infidel, please raise up your hand. Let us know where you are. In short, all of us, we are emotionally somehow, some way. You don't have to be sexual about it, but somehow, some way, we're all infidels. All right, let's go on this quick break. When we come back, it's still our views on sceneone TV. Stay connected, guys.
What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? Generally speaking, I'm a very popular person. People call me Big Don Shegsy. Some people do call me sweetheart, darling, and much more. But that's a private matter. Other people do know me as Shegun Shege or called Jennifer. Sometimes in my spare time, I could also be Faz the bad guy. Ladies and gentlemen, for Jennifer's Diary, Industry, and much more bagging entertainment, keep it locked to sceneone TV. Also, click on the subscribe button on sceneone YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Kisses.
All right, guys, welcome back. It's still our views on sceneone. Why do I want one-on-one? Because one-on-one is on Thursday. There's this, we'll have another show where we have celebrity guests, and it's like one-on-one myself and guests. So I'm always hyped up about that day. So you hear me somehow say one-on-one when I'm supposed to say our views. So guys, I'm sorry, it's our views. We're airing our views today on emotional infidelity, sexual infidelity, every infidelity whatsoever, like possibly. I'm sure some people are already agreeing. I'll try and go on comments to see what you guys have to say. Now, guys, the numbers to call are on the screen, okay? Video call us on WhatsApp. The numbers are on the screen. Please do call us and be part of this and share your own experience. Now, I think we've established that there are different types, because I was going to ask that question, because in my head I was like, can there be types of infidelity? Infidelity is infidelity. When you do something with somebody, it shouldn't be emotional, but now you just kill that part. Very fine. Okay, so now let's do other extabs. All right, how do we get to the point where there's infidelity? And let's do in marriage this time around, because in relationship, somehow, some way, some people have the need to feel like we're not committed in a bond, to feel that I can't be more than this thing, so they just feel free and they do it. So let's talk about marriage, which already has a seal on it to say, okay, you're not supposed to do this. It's not right. Okay,
why people get into infidelity is that married people confuse romantic love, romantic feelings for love. Those two things are not the same.
Okay, can we explain this quickly?
Romantic feelings are those butterflies that you feel in your tummy, how you feel great about someone. But love is a lot more than that. And so married people, when it gets to the point where they don't feel the romance anymore, where they don't feel that thing that, you know, gets them excited about their partner, they begin to feel that love has died.
Wow.
And they begin to look for alternatives. That is
temporary alternatives.
Yes, that is where mostly it arises from, because people confuse these things. You cannot be in a relationship with someone and expect that the romantic feelings will last forever. It has a shelf life and it will expire. And so it's better to be prepared ahead of time, knowing that our romantic feelings will not last forever. And if it dies or if it wanes, then we are still in love. And what do we do when we don't feel that way anymore? And that is one of the ways you can begin to prepare ahead, being proactive about this thing, because no matter how in love you are, romantic feelings cannot last for more than 5 years.
More than 5 years.
And so when
that's really short.
That's short. And so when it wanes, it doesn't mean that love has died. It means that we need to start friendship. In fact, that is when love has really started, because a lot of us don't know what love really is. We just think that is the feeling. Love is not a feeling. It's a commitment to love someone despite their imperfections, despite their perfections, despite their weaknesses and their strength, all the rest of your life. So when you know it's a commitment, it's not the way I feel about that person. You can ask people that have been together for a long time. It's not about the feeling. It's about the commitment that I want to be with this person. And I think it's sort of funny to be with someone and you expect that that person would never make mistakes. That person would never, would never fail. It's so funny. We are all human beings and we should expect that as human beings, if we live long enough with each other, we'll quarrel, we'll fight, we'll get tired of each other.
Should be normal.
Which should be normal. But your industry as well, they play a huge part in this.
Okay, true.
By, exaggerating what love is. And so people have these exaggerated views in their hearts, and when they don't have it, they believe that they have failed, because they are trying to get to that level which shouldn't really be so, because that's not real love. That's not
That's like, for those people, I think I've heard something like that where people say after 5 years, that's when you begin to ask yourself, how strong is your marriage?
Yeah, because if you are proactive before then, you know that...
Let's get a little bit of idea of proactive. Let's get...
Yes. What I mean is that before you get to that 5-year mark, or even from day one of your relationship, you know that respect is key. We need to respect each other. We need to deliberately show kindness to each other.
Deliberately.
Because it's easier to be kinder to outsider than to your partner or to to the people around you. It's always easier. Even when you have kids, you are kinder to other people's kids than your own kids. So if you are in a relationship, you know that I would deliberately be kind. We would deliberately ask each other how we feel. We would deliberately resolve issues that we have. We know that we may not feel this way forever. And so what do we do to elongate it? Do we plan date nights? What do we do? Where do we visit? That will continue to build memories together. So those memories would be something that we can cherish. I remember there was an aunt of mine some time ago. She had an accident. Nobody plans for an accident, right? And she said the memories that she built with her family, it was enough for her, because they had to, she had to be out of the country for a long time. But despite the fact that people visited and all of that, but the family unit was not really together. So those memories will help you, deliberately doing things together, whatever it is that you both like to do, whether it's traveling, whether it's going out, whether it's dancing, movie night, whatever it is that will keep you in each other's faces, but respectfully as well. Those are the things that elongate those. So
that's a good way to plan ahead.
Ahead of time.
Sounds like a good pension I would like to settle for.
Yeah,
that's good. All right, so back we've gotten that. So you were talking before we came to this slide. We're talking about how to avoid things like that, or what causes it rather.
Yeah. So what really causes it is that at the expiration of that romantic feelings,
the butterflies.
Yes.
Is it the same period the butterflies last, like it's the romantic? Because sometimes I feel the butterfly is just the period where you're trying to chase.
But because for the first few years of your marriage, you have a lot of new things that you experience together, and newness brings happiness. When you experience new things, like for instance, you are getting into a new house. If you are doing that, probably you are welcoming a new baby. Maybe the first is a girl, then the second is a boy. It's still nice. There's the newness, and all the newness, and God bless you, buying new cars. Amen. And all of those things.
You've said it already.
Traveling and all of those things. All those newness.
New job.
Moving from the mainland.
To the
Oh,
no, I'm not to that.
to the banana.
I'm not okay to the banana. Okay, yes. But if it's that,
To the
moving to the
bananas,
island.
yeah.
Nah, please.
No, to the bananas.
It's quite overrated for some of us.
Yeah.
We want the mainland. It's less floaty. For those that understand. Yeah, that's what the main is more a lot dry. Let's enjoy our dry and leave the floaty things for everybody. So back to what you said. And the boats. Kayaking and all.
Yeah. So, you know, the newness will sustain the relationship for a while because you continue to experience new things together. And after a while, when you're buying your second, third car, it's not as exciting anymore. When your kids, you know, begin to grow, they are not as exciting anymore. And this is where I need people to be a bit more sympathetic when it comes to dealing with infidelity. People begin to feel empty. People begin to feel they need more. They need excitement. They don't know what to do about it. And when there's someone in the corner, and trust me, there's always someone in the corner that
is it on both sides or just one side?
On both sides.
Okay.
That wants to give you that new excitement. You opt for it thinking that, oh, now I love this person. But that's not love. And what you had with your partner doesn't mean that it has died. It's just that you don't know what to do about it. And so when people are informed, and that is what I do, I try to
that's where you come in.
Yeah, that's where I come in. I try to make sure that I inform people ahead of what to expect. Because the thing is, we go into these things blindly. We don't know what will happen. And so when you plan ahead, knowing that, oh, this might likely happen, then you begin to prepare for it upfront and you can avoid, because people basically, not because they are being wicked, because I've counseled with a lot of people that are facing this challenge, and usually their partners think that it's wickedness against them. They think that, what were you thinking? You were mean to me. You didn't consider me.
You didn't think about me.
You didn't think about me.
me.
You didn't think about this. And you know, I'm going to leave now. It's usually not about you. And if you get that right, it will help you when you are resolving this kind of conflict to know that it was not wickedness to you. It was emptiness in themselves that they were trying to feel. So usually, sometimes too, because we've overrated marriage, sort of, we've painted love as the ultimate and all of that, people think that because I am in relationship with this person, which wasn't like that before, I am the ideal that that person is looking for. And being the ideal means that I'm his best friend.
I've got the best shape. I've got the best, you know.
Best, you know.
I can cook the best.
Yeah, I'm just the best in everything.
Best
and so
in bed.
when
let's emphasize that.
Yeah, and best in bed and everything. But that's an illusion. You were just one of the options. Because when we do that to people, it makes them have low self-esteem. They begin to deal with esteem issues, thinking that now that, let me say he because I'm a lady, now that he has gone for someone else means that I'm not as good as I thought I was. So it's usually people should learn how to deal with these things. It's not about you, it's about them. There's something that they are trying to feel. And if you look at it from that, you know, perspective, you'll be able to spare yourself a lot of agony that you might feel because depression and all of that, that feeling of not being good enough, that feeling of maybe the other person is better. Because if there's anything a lady fears, is the fear of losing love and appreciation. And so when that fear is looking at her in the face, how does she handle it? You know, with knowledge, with people around her to help her, she should know that it was not about you, it was just about him. Because a lot of people beat themselves up for it, they don't forgive themselves on both sides.
Yeah. Even the person that's affected.
Yes, even the person that's committed the act feels that I've done one. We are human and we should not kill ourselves for being human. Is it excusable? No. But human beings have needs, and what am I doing to feel the need of my partner? I think it's something that we should all ask ourselves.
Nice. This is getting quite interesting. All right, guys, we want to go on a quick break. When we come back, I don't even know what avenue to come at again, because right now she's killing everything I want to oppose. I don't know how to go about that. But let's stay connected. After this break, we'll be right back, and I want you guys to throw in your questions, and I want you guys to actually call. Please do call. This is quite interesting for a lot of us, the youngies and the newbies that you want to learn. I think you'll be really interested in this, so please do call. Okay, let's go on a quick break. When we come back, it's still all views on sceneone TV, and of course Mrs. Nike Adekunle is here, the mama of swim swim, that the eye, we should remove it, but it's still there. Stay connected, guys, don't go anywhere.
Hi, my name is Wendy Wendelba. I play the character of Pauline in Jennifer's Diary.
James, anytime when you open your mouth like this, now those beans they come out.
Well, Pauline is an unpredictable character. You don't know when she's angry and when she's happy. Pauline is in love with James, but James doesn't seem to like her. She has tried every possible means to make James like her, but it doesn't seem to like her. I guess he likes fine girls. But Pauline is not bad, Sha.
It's not good to let people know your weakness. If not, they'll use it against you.
I would want you to keep it locked to your TV set and expect a lot of fun and drama from the recent episodes of Jennifer's Diary, season 12 actually.
You are welcome back, guys. So if you're missing out on Jennifer's Diary in the street, and of course all the exciting new movies, apparently there are like a lot of like 1,001 new movies on like the sceneone platform. I was going to say gang, like my gang, but on the sceneone platform. So you guys should go and check them out. I haven't even seen a lot of them, you know. I used to keep up before, but right now I'm so sure of doing these things. But try, update me which one you think is the best or which one you would suggest for me. So guys, go and watch. All you have to do is just go to www.sceneone.tv or just download the app. Okay, when you download the app, then you can enjoy. All right, so a lot of questions are already trudging in. We haven't even gotten to the infidelity part, but Ada has a question, and her question is she said that it is not always about the perpetrator, who's the person who's the victim, and it's always about the person who is committing, or how would I put that this time around?
Yeah, the offender.
So the offender. Now, her question is, what happens to, okay, let's, for instance, she gave an instance where she said the woman who feels like, okay, she's married, she can't go anywhere, it's my husband's house, she has first baby, second baby, and she forgot to put herself in shape that the husband actually loved when they were actually dating. You know how we guys can be, because they always say the guys are always about what they see, visuals, yeah. Which he was all about the curves, he was all about, you know, flat tummy. Maybe at that time she had ribbed abs. You know, a lot of you girls are doing that lately, because that's what girls are doing right now. They are making women feel very less of ourselves. I don't understand what's going on, but it's fine. Some of us have like, okay, I have two now. Yes, there's two, which is very good.
No, one enjoyment factor is also
one enjoyment. You see, I like that. So what happens to such a person that after her second child, the husband doesn't now like what he sees? Let's even leave looks. Let's come to how she dresses. She probably now is married, and everything she wants to do is wrap her up and down. And this man was all about your bum short and all of those things. She's also helping push him away. What happens in that case?
I think that when you begin to get married, you need to know what and why you are getting married. Is it about, like you said, is it about the shape? Okay. And if you don't have unrealistic expectations, you should know that the shapes cannot remain the same forever. True. Is this excusing a woman to be shabby and not to look after herself? No, but it shouldn't be about the shape. Marriages should be about goals, shared values that we want to attain and how we want to get there. And it can be religious, it can be whatever, it can be building an industry. accessory, but it is a lot more than that. It is not about the shape. And when you have such partners and you know that it is important to you, what are you doing to inform them, to correct them, to help them to achieve that kind of look that you desire?
Okay.
You understand? So it's always about two people working together. But why I initially said that was that a lot of people find it difficult to forgive themselves. And I know what I'm talking about, because in the counseling room, we have a lot of ladies that feel small, they feel belittled, they can't even look at the other lady, they feel like something is wrong with me. It's not about you. If you're finding it difficult, and I'm talking about people that want to move on, but they don't know how to move on, usually it's not about you, it's about them. There's a hole in their own hearts that they're trying to fill, and so don't make it about you. It's easier said than done, because you know, working with these people, you need to give them a lot of emotional support, you need to enlighten them on so many other facts that can help them heal gradually, because healing is also gradual. It's not something, it's not even something that we should toy with. It's a lot to deal with in this generation, because of the way that we have structured love, the way we paint love,
the premium we've given love,
the premium we've given love. And so a lot of people feel that they have failed, and I'm talking about major failure if their relationship is not working, or if infidelity is committed to or against them. So you know, so it's a big deal. And should it be a big deal? Yes, it's a big deal. It's not something that should be excused. So I think maybe that clarifies.
Okay. I hope that answers Ada's question. Now, you said something earlier before we went on a break, which was, I'm trying to remember, the infidel actually sometimes feel, should I use the word guilty? What happens to men that is a norm for them? You know, they say, man, cheating is a norm for a lot of guys. What happens to people that they see it as a normal thing, that's like, it's normal, I'm a guy, I have to do this?
Now we are talking about the kind of people involved. You see, you have some people that have philandering eyes. They want to.
For some of you that don't understand, Oju don't want to water that. That's how he explains it. Somebody, I have my grandma say that Oju don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have people that have philandering eyes. They are always getting, like you said, they feel it's their right to do.
Yeah.
And they are always doing.
Like my friends are doing, it's a normal.
And yes,
every guy
and
is doing.
any
So
lady that is complaining, don't you know that it's okay? You know, it's supposed to be excused.
So they don't even feel guilty.
They
People
don't
like that,
feel
they don't feel like.
Yes, that's
they expect their woman
those,
to understand.
Yes, those are a kind of people. And we also have another kind of people that they never believed that they could get to that place, but they crossed the threshold.
Wow. Okay.
Some people actually believe that I'm going to keep myself, especially in religious setting.
Okay.
That's I'm
too holier than thou to do such.
Not because I'm holier than thou.
Okay.
They've been disciplined all their lives. Okay. Probably we're talking about maybe afars, or maybe someone that's
religious leader and all that.
or you know, or maybe someone that has just been dedicated all their life. And sometimes we have moralists. It doesn't have to be religious inclinations that is making you say that no, I don't want to go in that direction. But some people have been disciplined all their life. Probably all through secondary school they didn't have anything like that. All through the university they were clean. And all of a sudden, you know, and all of a sudden they thought that I'm going to get married and it's going to remain like that, and they find themselves crossing that threshold. It's difficult for both the offender and the offended
to believe.
So, but if you're talking about people that have philandering eyes, I think that a lot of ladies, they don't ascertain who they want to go on a journey with before they go.
They didn't checklist that.
They didn't, because those kind of errors should have been corrected before marriage. You don't wait to get into marriage to begin to manage people. That is one illusion that I've seen. A lot of people think that they can change their partner, but it lies within nobody to change anybody. You can't change people. So people think that, oh, he will change, I will make him change. How do you want to do it? The mother was unable to change him. The father was unable to change him. The uncles, everybody, his friends. But you now, because you have love and you have the magic wand the
mumu button
you have the mumu button, and they have made you believe that you're that powerful. You think that I'll change him, love will change him. He's not. Let him. How about him changing before you get married to him? So a lot of people put themselves in those kind of traps.
Now, what happens to those people that didn't even see this coming, that didn't notice it, they were very good at keeping it away at bay, like I know guys that are clean with that. They have clean cuts when they come. They just, you know, but when they get married, and because same way I feel like some women feel like they need to, we are married now, I can look sharp because he's my husband.
Yeah.
No one's taking it. Same way a man can be like, she's my wife. If I'm cheating and she finds out, we don't marry. She cannot just walk out, especially those that feel like they look up to their parents and they have like very strong, no one has broke, and they feel like we are looking up to them and we're not going to break. We have to be like them. There are people like that. What happens to people like that? If
you know that you have someone that does not care about what you feel or how you feel when he has committed infidelity against you, I think you should seek help. A lot of this evil thrives in secrecy. A lot of us like to package. That thing is, you know, we just like to give ourselves airs that don't exist anywhere. And it's not even our fault. The society has taught us that we should not, you know, encourage third parties in our homes. But you need third parties to help you with certain things that you cannot.
Because I want to understand. At the point I know third parties are bad now, you're saying third parties are...
And that is the error that we are trying to correct. That is a gap in wisdom. You need people. There is no marriage that is supposed to be a secret cult. You should be able to compare notes. My wife did this. How is your wife doing it? Thank God. You know, just to be sure. Because if you are not doing this, if you are not comparing notes, you'll be in the hands of an abuser and you will not know. Because an abuser will just keep you quiet. You'll be kept away from people, and the person will deal with you because they like to isolate you to deal with you. So it's always good to talk about your relationship. When you need help, the only thing that you should ascertain is that the person I'm talking to really and truly has my back. It's not someone that will go about gossiping about you or anything, but you should involve third parties because that is the only time. Don't forget, we are talking about diseases as well. Don't forget that you can catch anything in the process of infidelity, and with someone that does not even care about you. And once you get to that place where your partner doesn't care about what you think, it's a really big red flag that you should be looking for how to solve it. It's a big problem. Don't take it as something small.
Levity, please don't, okay? All right, so I think we've done so much with... I was trying to go around where we should come from. Now, let's talk about infidelity, if it is actually what... the forgiveness in infidelity, if it is actually what it truly is. I want a quick yes or no answer before we go straight more into it.
It depends on the person.
I wanted a yes or no. Just give it.
I tilt more towards yes, but it depends on the person as well.
Let's go then. Let's hear.
Because if you are with someone that does not care about you, I think that you shouldn't just excuse them and let them go. You should bring them.
Is there a number?
You need to. Not the number. Is the way. If someone doesn't care about you, whether it's the first time or is this obtained time, make sure that you get him to that place where he would be able to listen to you. Okay,
now you said something about care. What I'm trying to paint a picture, like a better picture, more or less like someone who cannot help himself. He just finds himself there, then comes to you, and you know there are some good people like that. They come and even tell you that I did this, I did that. And it's not the first time, it's not the second time, it's not like the third time, fourth time. That's a person. There's now the people of, they did it, maybe you caught them and they beg you everything, but they seem to not just be able to help themselves. They just find themselves doing it, but they care that they know they've done something wrong and they're telling you and they're apologizing. That's another class of people. So how do you defend this? You see, anyone that is apologizing, that is not remorseful, you shouldn't forgive that kind of a person. That person is only sorry for being caught. The person is not sorry for what they I like the fact that I gave you two synopsis. Like one person that would tell you didn't catch them, but they just come out
and so tell today, you. Yes. You see, those kind of people, they are smart. Some people, don't forget that some people have narcissistic tendencies. They know that if I beg, don't worry, nothing will happen. You understand? So those ones are actually playing on your intelligence. Don't allow them. Be smart enough, whether you're a man or a woman, be smart enough to know people that are playing on your intelligence, that just want to shed a few tears and use emotional blackmail to get you to do what you are not supposed to do. Because people that beat you too, they actually tell you, sorry, I didn't know what came over me, it was the devil. And before you know it, they are being wheeled into the mortuary. So don't allow yourself to be used by people that are actually playing smart. They know that if I do this, I'll get this result. Those ones are not doing anything from their hearts. Those kind of people, expose them, get help. It doesn't mean that you not go ahead with the relationship, but get help. that person needs to be helped before you get infected with HIV or whatever it is. Get help. But for people that are truly remorseful, I think that we should all know that we are all human and everybody makes mistakes. And we all should be
in that case, should there be number? Should that have happened at a number before?
No number. If you are really remorseful, you should know that, well, my game is up and really, the remorse is about, now I'm willing to build a stronger relationship. You know what I'm saying? So, you know why I'm saying this? Okay. A lot of this, whether we forgive or we don't forgive, usually is based on the society. It's based on society and the prevailing trends. And the trend that we have right now says that forgiveness means that you are a weakling. A lot of people feel that if I forgive my spouse, but the real prevailing trend now is that if he does this, you do this, and a lot of people a lot of people take that stance without understanding what they can do. Yes, there are some people that cannot forgive infidelity because you also need to look within. Will it be something that I'll continue to raise? Will it be something that I'll continue to rub in? Will it be something that I'll not really let go? Because there's no point being in a relationship with someone that will not truly let go. But if you are willing to forgive, don't let society make you feel stupid. Don't let the society make you feel small.
Don't let society dictate for you.
Don't let the society dictate. Take your stance and forgive, because forgiveness actually heals you as well. And a lot of relationships that bounced back from infidelity, they actually become stronger if you allow it.
I have a question, but I want us to go on a break. Now we'll come back and then we'll probably be wrapping up the show with probably 1 or 2 questions. And please, guys, send in your questions. I think a lot of you are hiding behind the mask. You rather want to type anonymously than call, but it's fine. I will still read out your questions, okay? Don't go anywhere, guys. After this break, we have like 1 or 2 questions, and I'll take your own question and we'll wrap up this awesome show. Like, this has to be one series. We need to do more series on this to enlighten people. All right, guys, don't go nowhere. Stay connected, okay? We'll be right back. It's still All Views on sceneone TV.
Hello and welcome to sceneone TV. Are you experiencing any problem with our mobile app? Kindly contact our 24-hour online customer service. You can call us or send us a WhatsApp message on +234 8036 334229 or on +234 8090 717512. Our agents are always ready to respond to any of your complaints. To join the sceneone family, all you have to do is download the sceneone mobile app on Google Play Store or on iOS Store. Don't forget to also subscribe to our YouTube channel to enjoy free, hilarious, and entertaining content like Jennifer's Diary, Industry, and many more. You can also follow us on all our social media handles at sceneone TV. sceneone TV!
Nollywood at your fingertips! Guys, welcome back. It's still All Views on sceneone TV. I have a question here which is like very interesting. We've been taking so much dimension on the man part, but I would like us to also treat, because I just realized, and people have been doing studies, but in my own study, I realized that we have a lot of number of women that cheat more than men. I don't know if you agree to this, but I just figured that out. But let me just ask this question. So this question says from Ruashe. It says that what happens to a woman that finds out or how do you forgive a man that cheating on his own same sex? That's they're married and he's like probably sleeping with another man.
those are the realities of our time.
Yes, actually, that's very deep.
Yeah, but cheating is cheating. It makes the other party feel small, and it makes the other person that the husband is cheating with, let's use this real life situation, feel more special or preferred.
Okay.
So, it's the same thing. It's just that the man beat again is killing.
No, it's a different feel. Right now, in my head, I can't imagine it.
Like I said, the principle remains the same.
Okay.
Find out why they are doing what they're doing.
Maybe buttholes are better than.
Feel.
I had to just throw your balance. I'm sorry, my bad. because when you said find out, the next thing that just came to my head, I'll sit to the husband down and start asking him, husband, is it that the normal vagina area is not good enough? You want the butthole? Okay, is that what you want? No problem. We'll do it. We'll be doing.
No. It's not about indulging them.
Okay.
It's about finding out why, so that you can be human with them. Because a lot of us become human when people make mistakes. You can be human with them. Like I said, find out if it's ready to stop. You definitely need help, especially in this kind of new scenario. All these new things that are happening. You might even need to separate for a while, but let it be supervised separation.
When you say supervised, explain. I don't know.
When I work with people, sometimes I advise that they stay apart, but because it's controlled, we know how far it can go.
Okay.
They are not divorced, but
So
they need help. They are working
you
on
suggest
this.
separation,
Yes.
supervised separation.
Supervised separation, so that each party is being worked on and find out how if they are ready to move on. Forgiveness is necessary, whether you want to take the person back or not. Forgiveness is necessary.
It's necessary.
You need to forgive, not because of them, for yourself. Because if you hold unforgiveness within you, it kills you. It's like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die.
True.
So make sure you forgive. Forgiveness is basic. Forgive, but it doesn't mean that you take them back. Okay. Now we need to find out if the person is willing and ready to drop whatever their vices is or are, and now pay attention to you again. So when you work with someone and they can tell you that, yeah, we've worked on this person, and now serious about
coming back,
and you know you have the capacity to be able to go in that into that relationship again, fine. And if you know that you don't want to have the capacity to go into the relationship again, forgiveness is basic. You need to do that so that you can have a prosperous life.
Okay, I think you just answered my next question, which is at what point, okay, this person asks, at what point in constant cheating, at what point can one walk away?
When someone constantly cheats, it means that the person is playing on your intelligence. The person is not remorseful one bit. The person does not care about how you think, what you feel, what the situation is doing to you. It just feels like I'm going to wrap this person up with one story or the other, and this person is saying one. I know the way the mom button is, so I'm going to keep pressing it. So it means that the person, sometimes people are afraid. Fear makes people stay longer than they should. Probably because of benefits that you're getting from the relationship, or because of fear of the unknown. You don't know. But that is why I say that usually people think that they can handle this thing by themselves, but you might need professionals to work with, and that is where we come in. We can help you.
Did you hear that? This is where swim comes in, guys.
Yeah, so that we can help you find out. And there are times that really and truly you might not want that person back. Okay,
I have another interesting question which says, how do you let go of the pain when you find out your wife and your brother?
The pain is real.
This is another level. Like, people are really asking like some very.
No. The pain is real. I work with people that have gone through this. Is as bad as losing a loved one, because your ideals and
my brother and my wife.
Everything that you have believed is crumbling before your eyes. Is the betrayal of the worst order, but it doesn't go away as soon as it comes. It takes time. The healing, the wound is real, and the healing will take time. So you need to work with people that can help you every step of the way. Finding out what you.
In that case, sorry to break. In that case, how do you approach it? Like, you as being a professional in that field, how do you approach this case we just mentioned, I just asked now?
For several people, we have several stages.
Okay.
Some people begin to first blame themselves. Some people feel like they've been betrayed, and they feel like the death of, an ideal that they have in their heads.
Beforehand.
They don't even know how to move on. some people don't even believe what has happened. They are still trying to find out. So people are in shock mode for some time. So it depends on where you are. So if you are in shock, calm down. This is real.
Okay.
This person has done what they have done. Then are you know, from then we begin to first work on you as a person, to get your esteem back, to get your cool back, to get your life together again. Because it affects people in their place of work, in so many areas of their life. Because like I said, love has been overrated. You believe that there's something, if this person doesn't want me again. The people that are going through it, they know what I'm saying. They know.
They understand very well
what I'm saying. They feel. So we need to build esteem to a level. We need to help them be aware and conscious of their environment again. Then we need to now begin to talk to them about the other person.
That's considering the other person is
then
willing.
We now begin to work on the underlying issues that were there in their marriage.
Because that would have been what resulted
One of
to
the
it.
reasons why they cheated in the first place. So it's always a good thing, because if you handle it well, it's always mostly it ends well, because you now begin to find out what happened, how can we solve your other issues, because that could not be an isolated case. That is the first issue in your marriage.
True.
So it gives you the boldness to talk about the issues that you've always had, and you'll be able to resolve all the issues that you've had.
I wish I could go on and on. We've spent like so much time, like our time is far spent, and me, I want to continue. Or you know what, me, I'll even continue while the show is up. But thank you so much, Mrs. Adekun. Like this has been, I've learned actually free of charge. You guys just get that free of charge, which is, but let's talk about swim. Let's talk about swim and unfriend. Relationship unfeigned. Let's talk about it before we go up, because I'll be very unfair not to do justice to that. So
yeah, swim, like I said, is an NGO. We help people get relationship education, and we help people. We organize meetings, free seminars to help people get educated so that they don't make mistakes. We are proactive.
Okay.
Things.
What about those people that already even have? They're already in a relationship.
Yes,
okay.
Already in a relationship, we help educate them. Or relationship unfeigned, we have like a swim academy where we also have a consulting bit of it, where we help couples that are going through issues, even single people too, that want to get an education before they get married, so that they can know what to prepare for. We help them, get the education that they need, so that they will be better prepared for marriage. Like I said, we are always very proactive. We think we believe in solving a problem and preventive, so that we believe in solving the problem before it arises. Because relationship is the bedrock of the society, and a lot of people, they don't get it right in a relationship. Usually they might not get it right in a marriage. And there's no point getting a promotion on the day you are getting a divorce.
Seriously, there's no point. All hell has been broken then. That's a good one. Let me just say this on air. Like, your husband is really lucky. Like, I'm giving the man like so much accolades if there's room for that. But like, he is lucky. He's a lucky man. Like, if I was married to a wife that knows all of these things, I won't be worried about a short-time romantic, what's that name we gave it? Feeling. So I know that, we know you're already planning our calendar for next 10 years, next 15 years. I'll settle for that kind of pension. All right, so how can they reach you before we run up? How can people reach you? Instagram, social network?
Instagram at Swim Concepts.
Swim Concepts. Is it with the hyphen, or I'm sorry, with the
Swim Concepts.
Swim? Okay.
Word, Swim Concepts. Okay. On Facebook, Swim Concepts. But I am Nikki Adekunle as well.
All right, so Nikki Adekunle on Facebook and Instagram as well.
No,
just Swim Concept on Instagram and Swim Concept on Facebook as well. But your own handle is Nikki Adekunle on Facebook. All right, thank you so much. This has been very, very good. This has been great. Though there's been some, how would I put it, unconducive condition. She understands. All right, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. This has been really, really awesome. Please make sure you follow her. And if you have more questions, just look for her Swim Concept on Instagram and, of course, Facebook, and Nikki Adekunle on Facebook. I'm sure you guys want to learn more. For those of you that didn't want to call, it's fine. It's all right. It's all good. All right. I remain worldfied_Papi on Instagram. Of course, follow the gang, the family, which is sceneone TV on Instagram, Facebook, all social media basically, and check out the new movies. I want you guys to tell me, suggest a new movie to me. And I learned that there are like a whole lot, because I know, because it's where I work, of course. So I see movies come through and I see some clips and I'm like, this movie would be nice, but I've not had time to see them. So guys, thank you so much. I love you. See you guys on Thursday, one-on-one with our celebrity guests. All right, I love you guys. Have a great night. God bless you. Bye bye.
ẹrú mo ní kẹ́ má lọ ṣàfarawé. Ṣẹ́rí jó táwa jó níbí báyìí kò ṣe ju ọmọ kékeré. Sọ fáwọn tí ẹ fẹ́ pàrọ̀nù tí mo ní kẹ́ tètè torí wọlé. Mo ní kẹ́ torí wọlé. Shout out to all my people where they feel my way. We turning up from Monday down to Saturday. Oh yeah, bring the bottles, make we pop away. Oh yeah, body, wallet, turn up, boogie, let's hit it. Okay, Nissan I rap more. TB, the body drop, more back everybody share with it. And it's go down. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, hit it. Shout out to all my people where they feel my way. We turning up from Monday down to Saturday. Oh yeah, bring the bottles, make we pop away. Oh yeah, body, wallet, turn up, boogie, let's hit it. Àwọn ọmọ mi ní títí tán wọ Versace and Gucci. Àwọn ọmọ tí ó lójú tí àtàwọn ọmọ tó ní Gucci. Àwọn ọmọ mi ní Lekki mainland gbogbo yín ni mo kí.